Erosion chimps, baby. Super easy strat. Start with a sub right there. The left side of its range should touch the ice shelf, so the edge of it. And then a dart monkey right there to the top left of that bend. You don't want to put it too low because then it doesn't go as left as possible. So just a bit higher than you can, and it will be as left as possible. At the start of round 6, get long range darts when you can afford it on that dart monkey. So that's going to be right after the sub kills those first 4 greens. This strat is super easy, no RNG at all. Well, there's a tiny bit with bird RNG, but there's not much you can do about that. And we have Psy anyway, so he makes up for it. Get twin guns at the start of round 9 because you do need it to beat the round. This strat is, of course, Psy and Big Bird. And the mid game is Elite Defender, as you saw in the thumbnail. Mid path Elite Defender is actually kinda good. Top path is still trash though. But anyhow. Once you get twin guns, we're just saving up for airburst starts because I have to credit Dario for showing me this start. The start I was using before was pretty trash, but then Dario just came in the clutch and showed me the good start, which is this, so you won't have any problems with this start because we get airburst early on. Get it mid 13 or at the end of 13. Just get it before 14. And airburst makes 14 and 15 guaranteed, whereas the other start has RNG on 15. At this point, all you need to do is just wait for round 18, because that's when we can afford Psy. Before 18, just turn off auto start because we got to play Psy at the end of the round. So at the end of 17, get Psy, put him right there, as bottom right as possible on that like ice shelf or platform. Set him to strong. And then as soon as you can during 18, get longer range on your sub. At this point you can turn on auto start again. I don't do it here, but you definitely can, because all you need to do is just buy advanced intel ASAP. Make sure you get advanced intel before 21 really. And auto start back on now, if you didn't do it already. After you have a 202 sub, get a sniper, place it right there, give it full metal jacket, and then just set it to strong. We just need that because I can't pop leads by round 28, which is a bit sad, but it's not too bad at all. After you get that first sniper, get another sniper, and this one, place it as bottom right as possible on that final ice platform. You have a lot of time, so take your time, try and make it as bottom right as you can. It just makes the later placements a lot easier, but we do have a lot of space, so it's not that big a deal. Once you have that second sniper down, upgrade it to a 022. You want to get that second sniper down before round 33. If you don't, you just have to get Psy to first, and he can solo round 33, but if you just get the sniper down, you don't have to change his targeting from strong. This early is like super easy, just completely free, as Dario likes to say. At this point we're just saving up for semi-auto sniper on that top sniper obviously. This sniper is going to become our elite defender, so just make sure you get semi-auto before 36 because that is the round that we need to get it by. Because that first rush of pinks will just cook you if you don't have semi-auto. So there's that pink rush, it got murked by semi-auto because yeah, kinda busted. By the way, don't use code ennui in the BTT6 shop. Use code Dario instead, because he's one carpal tunnel surgery away from bankruptcy. Get full auto as soon as possible during 39. You do need it to beat 39, so just make sure you get it. For 40, we don't actually have to do anything, so it's kinda nice. As you see, the Moab just gets destroyed. Psy kills 3 out of 4 Sarams, and the Sniper kills the final Saram, so really, really easy. During 46, turn off auto start because we got to do a few placements. The first thing you want to do is get an ALK, place it above that top sniper, obviously as low as possible. Then get a beast handler above your alchemist, again as low as possible. Try moving it to the left a bit because a lot of the time it can be lower if you just move the towers a bit to the left. After you get your beast handler, you want to get a village above the beast. Place it, again, as low as possible. Give it the discount upgrades, then upgrade your ALK to a 320 Berserker Brew and Perishing Potions. And you don't have to place this beast handler there quite yet. You can if you want, but I'm going to go through it later, so yeah, don't worry about it right now. At this point, turn auto start back on, and you don't have to do anything until we can afford Elite Defender. During 50, you should be pretty close to Elite Defender. Get it ASAP. During 55, just turn off auto start because we're going to place some more towers now. Place that beast handler that we were talking about before. Put it as top right as possible on the map. Right there is good. And then get another village. Place it left of that top beast handler as top right as possible again. Take your time with this placement, don't put it too far to the left, even though we do have a lot of space, just try and conserve space. Get the discount upgrades on that second village, then get jungle drums on the first village. And at this point, you can turn auto start back on because it's completely AFK again, because Psy and Elite Defender kind of just carry the mid game. Only middle crosspath Elite Defender though, top crosspath is arse. Anyhow, you don't have to do anything until round 75 except the final wave of 63, so I'll be back for that. '63, usually a very scary round, but with an ALK buff and a J-Drums, you never lose to the first two waves. It gets close all the time, but that's how Elite Defender works. Final wave, use Size Blast, and that's all you have to do between now and 75. During 74, turn auto start off, obviously because we need to play some stuff before 75. We need that giant condor to beat 75, so we're going to be getting that. And just making that setup for the beast handler and Pouākai. 74 is kind of an ungodly long round for some reason. At the end of it, place a beast handler right there, to the left of your left village, as high as possible once again. Then place a glue gunner to the bottom left of your left village. Try and put it as bottom right as possible. So right there is good. And then your final beast handler is going to go to the left of your glue gunner, as low as you possibly can. All of those towers should be in double discount range, by the way. Upgrade your lowest beast handler to giant condor, then upgrade 2 other beast handlers to giant condor and merge them both to that middle one, the lowest one. And very important, make sure that you set the grab point to the active track. That is extremely, extremely important. For some reason, it automatically grab points to the final track, which isn't really active yet, so yeah, beast handler be stupid. But anyway, 76, you might have to use size first ability. As you see, I didn't have to there, but sometimes the giant condor just misses. So use the second ability if you need to, but you shouldn't. After 75, you can start merging your final beast handler into that lowest beast handler of yours. Lowest middle one. The main one. '78 first wave, use size blast. Usually unnecessary, but sometimes the bird just misses like on 76, so just use it for both waves of 78 and you'll be completely fine. So a funny thing that actually happens on this run, this was my only run, this is my first and only run with this strat. And also I was kind of watching Monday Night Football, Bills and Jets, so I wasn't really paying attention. Make sure you blast that second wave, by the way. After 78 you can turn auto start back on because the next few rounds are just AFK. What you should be doing right now is upgrading that top right beast handler to giant condor. I completely forgot to do that, and so the next few rounds get a lot closer than they should have. But like I was saying, I was watching Monday Night Football, which the Jets won somehow because their defense is that good. But anyway, make sure you just merge all your beast handlers into your main one, and these next rounds will be really, really easy. Your elite defender and your main bird should both be on first. That's really, really important because our cleanup for Super Cerams is just terrible. But that's the great thing about bottom path beast handler, as it does both Moab and Super Ceram cleanup. So it's kind of just OP. But anyway, don't tell Ninja Kiwi because if something is good, they just nerf it into the ground and it's just painful. But anyhow. So 82 gets much closer than it does because I didn't merge that final beast handler. As you'll see, I soon remember to do that during 84 because I have like way more cash. But on 82 you saw those Moabs got a bit too far down the track before Condor caught them. That won't happen as long as you have 3 beast handlers merged into one. So here I am remembering that I have to buy the final giant condor. You see me take it slow here because I wasn't paying attention and I bought giant condor too late and I was watching the football and I had auto start on. All those things just made me like want to take it slow, but as you see, we don't need an ability for 84. '85, all you have to do is set your elite defender to strong, that's very important, and just turn off auto start. So elite defender is going to target that first ZOMG, and then as soon as that first one pops, stun with Psy. The great thing about Condor is it picks up the BFBs and you have no problems. No Cerams should leak, as you see, like Big Bird takes care of them. But if they do, just use Psy's second ability, that's what it's there for, but it won't happen. At the end of 85, you have to set Elite Defender to first. That is extremely important or you lose. And yeah, now we have Big Bird. Get that obviously at the end of 85. And yeah, it's Jova, because Big Bird is so, so good. It's so, so strong. It's kind of hilarious, actually. '88, '87 just got rolled by Big Bird, because it's just busted. You should buy Stronger Stim at this point. Because we have the money. Originally, this strat that I made used a Sabo, but you don't really need a Sabo if you just have a relentless glue, and a middle path village, which is exactly what we're going for. So get a 013 on that glue, and then before 90, upgrade that left village to a radar scanner. That way we can slow down those EDTs and just make it easier for Pouākai, because this track is really short, as you can tell. And Pouākai does a good job for the most part, but sometimes it misses. So what you saw on 90 is I forgot to change the grab point, but for 90 that doesn't mean anything. You won't lose to 90 if you forget to change the grab point, but you will lose to 91 if you don't set the grab point to the active track. So do exactly what I did. Grab point at the start of that final track for 91, and you won't have to take it slow. Just get glue splatter mid-round, and yeah, you'll be completely fine. After splatter, get primary training for that +1 pierce and fastest projectile speed. The radius doesn't really matter that much because nothing even gets that far down the track. After 91, you can turn auto start back on because that's really how easy this late game is. Get relentless before 93. Leave that glue on first. Like, all your main towers should just be on first. The glue, the elite defender, and the Pouākai. You should also probably set Psy to first. I think I completely forgot to do that, but you should probably do that just for some Saram cleanup, because we don't actually need Psy for BFB damage or anything, so just set Psy to first. Once you've done that, get 2 subs in double discount range. Place that right one as top right as possible in the water, so the other sub will fit in double discount range. And then just upgrade them both to 030 first, leave them both on first, and then upgrade one to first strike when you can afford it. The first strikes are completely unnecessary except for round 100, because obviously Pouākai and Bad don't really work together, but with first strike we make it work just fine. Watch 98 not even get on the screen. It's kind of hilarious because Relentless and Pouākai just busted together. Before 99, just turn off auto start. Get your second first strike mid 98. At the end of 98, set your glue to strong because we want it to target the DDTs. And then just get an ice right there. Upgrade it to 420, because strictly speaking this ice is unnecessary. Upgrade both your subs to 041s, and you can take this slow if you want, but you don't have to. As long as your glue's on strong you won't lose. But yeah, I just took it slow, and Psy stun if a DDT gets past, but it won't because Pouākai's good. Round 100 you can set your glue to first if you want, just first strike immediately, and that's all you have to do. You can go slow if you want, but Pouākai never actually lets anything slip by. And yeah, it's Jova. Super easy run, super easy strat. People using Geraldo for Erosion need to seek help. I got a really nice insta too, so hopefully you get the same. And yeah, Pouākai is just completely busted. Psy with only 200k, but he did his job really well. Edef with 600k, let's go.